What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a get ready with me bridesmaid edition. I have been in quite a few weddings in the last year and a half, so I figured I would put together a video on how I get ready as a bridesmaid, the hair that I love to do, the makeup that I love to do, something that's long lasting, something that's super easy that you can do, that you don't have to pay somebody to do for you. In all the weddings that I've been, I've never paid for hair or makeup. Thankfully the brides have been super lenient about that and left it up to the bridesmaids if we wanted to do our makeup and hair with a professional or if we just wanted to do it ourselves. So I've always done it myself because, you know, saving that money. So we're gonna go through the full get ready with me from the time I get out the shower to the time that I'm fully dressed. You guys are gonna see it from the beginning to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's go ahead and get started with the bridal transformation. All right guys, let's get this transformation started. I have my coffee. I have some under eye patches going because I just woke up not too long ago. I literally hopped out of bed, hopped in the shower, and now we're here. So I just want a little something to give myself some life. My hair is 5-day-old hair, so it's getting there. It's getting kind of dirty, but I actually recommend to use like dirtier hair to style for like big events because it's actually easier to style, and I feel like for me personally it lasts me longer. So for big events like weddings or anything like that, I recommend styling your hair when it's dirty, not when it's like freshly washed. But to get rid of that oily look, I'm going to be using Kristen dry shampoo powder. I love this dry shampoo powder. I feel like it is a great alternative to dry shampoo. So I just apply this all over my roots literally, and this powder just brings your hair back to life. And I really love this powder form because I feel like it absorbs oil better than just the regular old dry shampoo spray. So it just gives me a little refresh. Before I start combing my hair, I'm gonna apply some dry conditioner all over my hair. This is also from Kristen, and I feel like it's great. It's a great way to kind of bring your hair back to life. If it's like dry and dirty, this is a great way to kind of refresh your hair, condition your hair. And it also gives your hair a really good scent because I know like dirty hair can kind of smell, you know. So just gonna spray this all over my ends, just kind of everywhere. It's a great way to refresh your hair and just bring it back to life. So I'm gonna go ahead and comb my hair through because it's easiest to style when it's nice and combed. I moved you guys back a little bit just so you get a better idea of the full hair. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and section my hair off. I'm also gonna put dry shampoo in the sections, or should I say dry shampoo powder in these sections that I section off, just to make sure I have all my roots covered. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this mess under control. We're gonna go ahead and do all the curls and style our hair, and I like to do this before my makeup because I just feel like it's less accidents. If I did my makeup first, I feel like I would mess it up by doing my hair. So I always do my hair first, and I'm going to be using the Vodana GLAMWAVE curling iron, and this is a 32mm curling iron. It's a perfect size for like big glam waves, or you could use it for like small twisted waves to create like a beachy natural look. You could do tons of different looks with this curling iron, and this iron also helps minimize heat damage. So it's a really great iron to use, very user friendly. If you're not too familiar with curling irons, this is a great one to use to like get comfortable using one. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started in styling our hair. Thank you so much to Vodana for partnering with me in today's video, and let's get into it. So these are basically the size that I'm going to be doing. It's probably like 1.5 inches. So I'm going to start by kind of straightening out the piece. I'm just going to like straighten it out, or you can do it like this, kind of just rub it against just to get rid of any frizzies in the hair. And then I'm going to go in this way. So I always like to curl away from my face. So you're going to go in, curl this way, and just basically twist. And I like to hold it so I get like the best curl, and I basically keep it there for a bit, and then I'm just going to move down the hair, but I'm going to leave a piece of, you see how I'm leaving my ends out? I don't know if you can see, but I'm leaving a little piece of my end out because I want the ends to be straight, and then I just straighten them. So it gives you like, look at that curl. It's like a nice bouncy curl. So we're basically going to be doing that all throughout the hair. We're going to have some nice bouncy, like sort of glam, but sort of natural. So I'm just combing it out or straightening it out. And then again, we're going to go in, curl this way. And I like to grab the hair over, twist, 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 hold it there. And again, look how like easy this is. It's super easy. Then you're gonna undo that, come down, and then continue to twist. It's a great way. This tool is so easy. Honestly, it makes curling super, super easy. Then you're gonna straighten the ends. Just like that. Look at that. So let me show you guys what it looks like on this side. So you're gonna do like this, twist it away from your face, bring this hair around, and you're basically just moving down the hair strand to curl the different parts. And you'll open up the clip a little to move down and then continue twisting. And then once you get to the point where like you have the end out, you're just gonna uncurl and straighten. I should be wearing a shirt because it kind of burns me once it comes down. So you're gonna comb it out, make it nice and straight, and then you'll go in, twist it. I'm gonna use my other hand to bring this hair around, move it down a bit, and then twist or curl. I keep saying twist, but you know what I mean. And then I'll open up the clip a little to continue moving down and twisting. And I like this method because it basically distributes the heat evenly to your curl. And then I uncurl, move a little bit down. If you missed straightening your ends, you can just do it separately like this. And there goes your bouncy curl. And all right, this is the last one I'm gonna show you guys, and then I'm just gonna speed through it because if not, we'd be here for forever. But I just know that repetition is the best way to learn, so I'm gonna do that for you guys. So clip is on top, and you're gonna twist it away from your face, move this hair over, it down. So you're basically just continuing to move the curler down to curl the entire strand. I usually like to hold it here for a bit, and then I undo the clip and straighten the end. And voila, there's your curl. Look at all of this hair. It would take me forever if I sat here and explained like step by step each strand. So I'm at the last two strands of this side of my hair, and you can honestly, depending on what kind of style you want to go with, you can either leave this strand just like that, because I'm gonna tuck it away at the bottom so I create like a nice like flat like sleek front and then just loose curls. But I'm gonna style them anyway just to show you how I would do it if I was leaving my entire hair curled. But it's basically the same thing. Put the clip at the top, twist it, bring this hair over and pull down, and then just curl up. Hold it there for a bit. I like to get as close to the root towards the front so it looks nice and bouncy in the front. And then I'm gonna untighten it, tighten the clip, twist back up, and then undo it, come down, and then do this part, but still leaving the ends, and then just straighten it. So you see, like, it's not as bouncy, it's more of a twist. And then I'll do the same thing here on this little guy. I'll comb it through, and then away from the face. This strand is a lot smaller, so it's gonna be a lot quicker. But I just curl And then I undo the curl and then just straighten the end. Voila. So here is how this side of my hair is looking so far. They're nice and really tight curls, but once we comb it out, it's gonna look nice and pretty. So this is how it's looking. And then I'm basically gonna do the same thing on this side. Alrighty guys, so hair is all curled and done. Let me turn around so you guys can see it from the back. So this is how it looks from the back. It's basically all nice and curled. They're not too tight, they're a little loose, and then the ends are straight. I hope you guys could see that, but that's basically how the hair is. So what I'm going to do now is work on the front part of my hair, because I'm going to be doing like a little I want to do like a twist to the traditional like curls, because I feel like for special events, especially for weddings, you want something that's like elegant. Like I would wear this every day, these curls, but to add a little bit of the touch of elegance, I'm gonna do the front to be super tight, and then I'm gonna try to create some volume around the root. So I'm gonna take my patches off, and basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna section my hair off. So I'm gonna get this part, I'll probably do just like, well, this isn't long enough. I'll probably do like this much hair. Is that, yeah, that should be good on both sides. So let me get the same amount on this side. Yeah, that should be good. And I'm basically going to comb this out. All right, I'm gonna apply some mousse, and this is just some Herbal Essence mousse. And I'm going to use this to really mousse down the section that I'm trying to section off. You can even do it throughout the whole hair, so it's easier to stick. But I'm basically moussing it down. And then I'm basically going to secure this hair down here with a little rubber band. So now that that's nice and secure, I'm going to go ahead and comb it out just to make it extra straight. And I'm just using this small tooth comb. Comb it out. You could even use a comb like this that has these bristles to make it as smooth as you can. You see how it like really slicked it down? And then same on this side, super slick. So that's that. And then I basically am just gonna do the hair around it, just let it bounce around. If you want, you can tease your root, which I think I'm gonna do just to create a little bit more volume on the root. So I'm just gonna split this in half, break up the curl, and just create some volume there. I think I have a teaser, but I don't know where it is. You can even use this small tooth comb, just create some volume like that. And then I'll do this section here, just create some volume like this. I'm gonna grab some texturizing spray. This is from Way, and I'm just gonna put this all over my hair to give me just that texture. Oops, I'm spraying towards you guys. Like that, kind of fluff it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna take this wide tooth comb, which is just this right here, not these because these are a little tight, but these wide ones, and I'm just going to start combing the curl out. Not too much because I don't want to lose the curl. I'm just kind of breaking it up a little. Look how nice. And this is like nice and effortless. So yeah, this is basically the hair that I would go with if I was a bridesmaid, certainly because it's nice and natural curls. And it's not too hard. Like, you don't have to pay someone to do this. You can easily do this on your own. So this is the bridesmaid hair. I feel like it looks super nice and like elegant, but I am going to apply hairspray. I'm using the R&Co Vicious Stronghold hairspray. So I'm just going to spray my hair, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the glam, my favorite part. All right, so I brought you guys a little bit closer to do the face. And I'm basically going to start by prepping my skin. I think skin prep is so important, especially for events that are hours and hours long. You want to make sure that you have a nice prepped base and a base that is going to do well with your makeup. So I already cleaned my skin, I already moisturized, and I also did under eye patches. So now I'm just going to prime. These are my holy grail primers. Literally, like, I love these. I use these on a daily basis because they are so amazing. So first up is the e.l.f. matte putty primer, and I just apply this on the areas that I get very oily, just basically my T-zone. If I end up putting it on my nose, when I put my foundation on, it starts to separate on my nose. So I don't apply this on my nose. I just apply it basically on my T-zone area where I get very oily, and this kind of helps control my oils throughout the day. Then I go in with the Milk Hydro Grip primer, and I basically do like 2 pumps, and I put this all around my face, literally everywhere except my nose, because this really helps create a tackiness on the skin to help the makeup stay on better. Literally put it everywhere. Look at the tackiness. It really helps keep your makeup on nice and long. Alright, so I'm going to start with the eyes because, you know, fallout and everything. I always start with the eyes first. So basically, the look that we're going for is super long lasting and nice and smoky, like on the outer eyes, just to create dimension in photos. Like, not super glam, but just enough to create dimension on the eye. And by the way, I have redness on the inside of both of my eyes. As you can see, they're not styes. They are just dry patches because I think my my face wash is causing like irritation on my eyes. So I've stopped putting face wash around my eye area because that face wash is way too strong. But yeah, it's just that it's not styes or anything. I would not be putting makeup on if I had a stye. I'm going to be using a combination of the Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette. And I'm also going to be digging into the bigger Jaclyn Hill palette because this one has a lot of nice little nudes as well. So I'm going to start by using a skin toned type shadow. And I'm just going to begin creating the crease that I want, basically. And I'm going to blend it out all in the crease and just create the crease that I want, the shape that I want. So I'm basically just going all in the crease and blending all of this out because this is gonna kind of be our base. Once I have like a nice little base of color, I'm gonna go in with the shade Agent from the Armed and Gorgeous palette, which is this one right here. It's like a nice orangey burnt color, and I'm going to dab into this, and then I'm going to start creating that outer crease. I'm basically just getting darker and darker and darker on the outer corner until I'm comfortable with the color. I'm trying my best to keep it with neutrals so that it gives me like a natural neutral. So I'm using more of a chocolate shade now from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just basically creating dimension because we want our eyes to pop, but we want them to be like, this is naturally my eye. I kind of just enhanced it with some shadow. It's sort of the look that I love for brides and for overall weddings. And I'm using Smooth Criminal now, which is like a dark burnt brown. And I'm gonna use, you see how it adds like that nice shadow? I'm gonna put this into the outer part now and kind of blend it all into the little concoction we've been trying to make. As you can see, most of the shadow has been going on the outer part of the eye, and then I'm just blending it and dragging whatever's left over to the inner part, but the majority of the shadow is on the outer part of the eye because that's what's going to make a huge difference on like the dimension of your eye and how your eye is presented. Okay, so this is kind of what we're working with the eyes. The outer eyes are super smoked out, and I'm not done quite yet. I'm gonna grab some concealer, just nothing like too structured. I'm just going to grab whatever concealer is left on the back of my hand from when I primed my eyes, and I'm gonna be using this to kind of not cut the crease, but kind of just bring back my eyelid, because I did get some shadow on my lid from when I was, you know, blending all those colors out. So I'm just doing this to kind of bring my lid space back and create a contrast. And I like when the concealer isn't super fresh and it's a little bit tacky because it makes it easier to work with, and if you make any mistakes you can easily correct it because it's not like fresh concealer, you know? I'm actually just going to use my face powder to set that concealer because I feel like this is a nice shade for the inner part of the eye, and I'm just using this to set it, and then we're going to go back to blending and enhancing the outer corner. I'm going to just use a brush with some product on it, and I'm just going to go back and forth on the outer part just to create a little bit of a blend. I am going to go with a darker brown, which is this Prowl right here, and I am going to enhance the outer corner some more just in case we lost some of the dimension. I am going to use this to bring that back and blend in some more depth. You see how it's like really shaping the outer part of the eye? I love this for weddings. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my face now, and then we'll do lashes and brows and all that. So for foundation, I'm gonna be using these two foundations, the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer, and then the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Wear Foundation. So these two together are gonna give me the coverage that I want, but also the longevity as well. So you wanna think longevity for weddings because, you know, wedding days are long. I'm basically going to paint this on my face, just like that. And I like this one because it gives me nice coverage. Blend it out with my favorite beauty sponge. This is from Sonia Kashuk. I love this beauty sponge. She did an amazing job. It's just so bouncy. Like, it's very lightweight and very bouncy, but not too lightweight like the Beauty Blender where you feel like it picks your product up. It's actually, I don't know how to describe it. You guys just have to try it out because it's an amazing, amazing beauty blender. I got it at Target. Make sure you drag down the foundation to your neck. I actually think this foundation's a little light for me, but it's okay. We're going to bronze up the skin. For concealer, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is the shade Swan, which I think is way too light for me, so I'm just gonna put a little bit. I still have to get one that's a little bit more my shade because I did get tan, so I'm just gonna put a little, and then I'll put a little bit on the forehead just to highlight that area. And I like to go in an upwards motion. This also kind of helps cut the eyeshadow a bit. You see that cut right there? So one of the main reasons why I use my eye gels in the morning before I put my foundation on is because it helps hydrate my under eyes. And so it helps keeping your under eyes from looking cakey. So I highly recommend that for like a big occasion. Definitely put on some under eye patches because it's going to help hydrate your under eyes so that when you put concealer and then powder, your under eyes don't look too dry and cakey. Another way that I help avoid dry under eyes is I use a puff to set them. So instead of a beauty blender or a brush, I use a puff because a puff helps prevent, like, it just applies the powder a lot easier and a lot more seamless. So I'm going to blend out my eye again before I go in and set it. Make sure nothing's creasing. And then I just go in with the puff and set the under eye. I'm also going to set the forehead area and sort of this area right here where I'm going to go in with bronzer. I want to set it lightly because I don't want my foundation to lift when I go in with bronzer. I forgot to mention the powder I'm using. It's the Kat Von D Lock-It powder. I only leave it on there for like a minute or two, and then I kind of just press it into the skin while also fluffing it away. It's kind of a combination of pressing and swiping. So now I'm going to go in with bronzer. I'm going to contour my face a bit. I'm using my Holy Grail bronzer, my Hoola bronzer. I love this bronzer. I feel like I use it for every occasion. And I'm using this brush, the Morphe M530 brush. I love using this brush for contouring and bronzing. I feel like it's just a great, like, the way that it's shaped is great to get into those cheekbones, and it's also small enough to do the forehead area. Definitely gonna have to touch up my hair again, but it's okay. I'd rather touch my hair up than have to touch my makeup up. Blending all that. I was about to look in this little mirror. Just kind of helps match my body too. I'm putting bronzer on my neck. I'm using my favorite highlighter. This is the Lancome Sparkling Peach. This highlighter is gorgeous. The way that it just sits on the skin, it really gives you that glass look. It really gives me that glass look without bringing out the texture in my skin too much. For blush, I'm going to be using, look at that highlight, guys. Okay, it looks beautiful. I might have put a little too much on, but it's okay. It's okay. Highlight is beautiful. I'm going to use ColourPop Super Shock Chic in Matte. This is the Count Me In blush. I love the color of this blush. It's like a nice mauve pink. I feel like it's not too pink. It's just a nice little flush of color. And I'm doing it on the apples of my cheek and also bringing it up. That kind of helps quiet down the highlighted a little. That's basically it for the face. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lashes and my brows because that takes me forever, and then I'm gonna come back on and show you guys the lip and the outfit. Alrighty guys, so I did my eyes. I popped on some Ardell Wispies. I love these lashes so much. They're perfect for like everyday occasion, but they're also nice and glam. So I put them on for this eye look because they're not too much where they take away from the eye. They're just nice and natural. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips before I fix my hair, put my outfit on. I'm gonna start by lining my lips with Oak lip liner from MAC. And then I'm using my favorite nude lipstick. Look how beautiful this nude is. It's like the perfect nude color. And this is from the brand Real Her, and the lipstick is in the shade I Am Optimistic. I love this nude. And I'll blend it in. So you can kind of leave it like matte like this. I'm gonna apply a darker liner on the outer corner. This is LA Girl Bare. I'm gonna use this on the outer corner of the lips just to kind of bring back some color. Should I leave it matte or should I do a gloss? I think I'm gonna do a gloss just because, I don't know, I think it'll look a little bit better with this look. I do look pretty dewy and I did do some inner corner highlight, so I'm gonna go ahead and do gloss. And this is Buxom Gloss and Samantha. Yeah, I like the gloss. Okay, so the makeup is done. I'm gonna go ahead and fix my hair a bit because I did mess it up with some makeup, which is fine. I could just clean it up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put on my outfit, and I'll show you guys what I wore on the recent wedding that I was in. And yeah, this is basically how I would do my hair for bridesmaid, and also how I would do my makeup. Very glam, but also very natural. And that's kind of like the look that I like to go for, natural glam. All right guys, so here's what I wore on my most recent wedding. It is this slick dress with a slit on the side. It actually has a slit on both sides, and it's a terracotta color. It's so beautiful. It is from Beholden, which is Anthropologie's bridal line. Then I wore these snake print heels from Express. I love them. I love the print. And then I just grabbed some flowers for prop. But this is basically what I wore on my most recent wedding. So that's basically it for my bridesmaid get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the transformation and basically what I go through when I am a bridesmaid. I hope this helped you out. If you are a bridesmaid or if you're going to be a bridesmaid, first off, congratulations to your friend and to you for being a part of such a special event. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.